Hey, what's up everybody, JayborinoPlays here. Today I'm starting a new series. This is another custom campaign for Starcraft 2 called Annihilation, created by Dudekey SC2. Let's just get right into it. Mindless creatures on the world of Calus 4. Strange activity has been reported lately from the Terran settlers. The Zerg have arrived and the planet's inhabitants seek assistance in taking care of them. To further consult the problem, Officer Maxwell Reeves of the Spec Ops infiltration program has set foot on the planet's surface with the objective of seeking out the settlers of the area and with their assistance possibly found out exactly what's occurring. Alright, use your hero's abilities only when necessary. Most heroes have limited energy and will not be able to cast their spells indefinitely. So this campaign has near universal positive feedback so far on SC2 Mapster. Everybody has had good things to say about it, so I've been waiting for a few of the maps to come out before I start it, because all my other series that I've started, so like Mapsters, Ignos, Odyssey, these are all on hold because I don't have any new maps. So this campaign has 11 maps so far out of 24 planned, so it is going to be a long series, and I'm looking forward to it. So you can expect about 11 or 12 maps by the end of this series, and then this one will also go on hold, unfortunately. But let's get started. I'm really excited because everyone has had good things to say. Let's do second from the hardest. That's worked out pretty well for me in the past. The option to skip cinematics is always a good one. Planet Calus 4, infested Terran territory, a day after dispatch call. Oh, he did not make it. That's gotta hurt. The settlers got themselves a real Zerg problem, it seems, huh? Command, can you give me more info about that dispatch call? I'm sure you're aware of what's going on here, correct? Zerg, Reeves. They've infested this world, and the Terran settlers wish for their eradication. Sure, but why bring me? Eliminating Zerg ain't exactly my forte. According to the reports, the settlers believe something unusual is going on. That's why you have been chosen, to look further into this. Your first destination is here. The Terran settlers shall elaborate you further. We've located a secure landing zone. Prepare for drop-off. Oh yeah, presenting StarCraft 2 Annihilation. I've waited quite some time to get started with this. I'm ready. Moving out. One thing I'm really excited to is kind of work my way through these maps, and we can kind of see how Dudekey has improved with map making, because this was his first foray into it. And again, people have loved this series, so we can kind of see all the new things that are included as we go from map to map. Alright, Maxwell Reeves, Investigation Specialist. Maxwell Reeves is a powerful hero unit that has a powerful railgun weapon. Reeves can also use energy charge. Well, okay. Range of 6, pretty standard. 1.25 weapon speed isn't bad, but 35 damage. I have a feeling he's pretty good. It's not mitigated by any type of armor either. Energy charge. Burst damage spell. When using energy charge, Reeves fires a powerful round of energy at the target location, dealing 100 damage on impact. Targets are also stunned for a few seconds. Cool. Let's go ahead and hotkey him and hero abilities. As the missions progress, you'll unlock more abilities for all hero units. All heroes start off with one ability and gradually unlock more as the campaign continues. Cool, so that kind of to me seems like there's going to be some real progression that we're going to be able to follow through this campaign. I like the atmosphere so far. It feels like we've just been dropped in a war zone where the Zerg have invaded, but they're gone right now. So it's really setting the tone very well so far. And we have to destroy these. I like that attack. It looks like the Diamondback attack. I mean, it is a railgun. Zerg, what a pain. He can one-shot Zerglings. That's excellent. So if we can kind of kite them, take less damage from them, we should be in good shape. Okay, let's go ahead and hotkey him. Oh, they popped up behind us. Again, kiting them, I don't know if I mean, it may pay off to take a little less damage from them. I like all the destroyed buildings. Again, it feels like we're in a recently infested area, so it's a very pretty map so far, again, setting the stage for where we are. I'm going to turn up my volume a little bit. There's creep everywhere. These Zergs seem to have made themselves at home. And then the creep, too. You know, I've said this on a lot of campaigns. When you just sort of scatter creep around, not even with Zerg buildings, but just with creep that's just sort of around, I feel like it sets the stage very well. Alright, let's just murder this thing. I have to be careful. He doesn't have that much health. He has no armor, it seems like. He does have 1 armor, but regardless, got to be a little careful. It sounds like he's, his voice, his unit reactions are taken from Valerian Mensk, which actually,
I have far too much invested in this undertaking to see it fail.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, a lot of what he's saying, it's very fitting for like an investigator. I think it's pretty cool.
See you there.
Hey, the specialist has arrived. You must be Investigator Reeves, right? Indeed I am, soldier. I understand you have a bit of a Zerg problem here, no? You bet. We barely have anything left out in the open because of these freaks. What exactly happened? It was so sudden. They just came flying down from the skies in small groups and started roaming the area, searching for prey. Even though the incursion seems small, our forces are limited, and we lack the power to fight back more efficiently. Now the majority of this region lies in ruins. Oh, that's pretty cool, like the flashback, flash forward of the same region of the destroyed stuff. I was informed that you reported strange activity, is that correct? You got it. The Zerg have been largely inactive since their arrival on the planet's surface. Normally they're much more aggressive. This makes us worry. That sure is interesting. Listen, since you're here, I'd like to ask for a favor. You see, some of our boys went over to gather some additional supplies that we had lying outside of our perimeter. That hive cluster was set up after they left. It needs to go down if we're to reach them. I guess I could help out. I appreciate that. I know you must be on a strict timetable, but it won't take long, I promise you that. Too many of our forces have already lost their lives here. I want to put an end to this. I quite like the cinematics. Do we have a medic in here? We do. Let's go get healed up. Alright, men, gather up. 17 units remaining.
I understand. Everything is in motion to begin.
I'm proud to announce that Investigator Reeves has decided to help us save our brothers.
Scooter.
Let's give it everything we've got. Don't hold back.
Already.
Okay, so we have to, I assume, help. Can we control them? We can't.
Good morning.
It's a nice little touch to have them do like a victory dance thing because I'm helping them. Time to roast some Zerg. All right, let's use our abilities here. Well, that Firebat's going to go down real quick, but that's okay. He's a Firebat. I don't know if the energy charge works on buildings or not. Honestly, it's fine that we're losing some stuff here. We can help them. Let's go ahead and stun. 100 burst damage is really, really good. All right, so some of their stuff is alive. They lost like a Marine and a Firebat. That's fine. So 6 units remaining. This might be the units that we... No, that's the units in the hive cluster, I suspect. Wow, my units are dying to broodlings. That's unfortunate. So this is the counter for the number of units left in the Zerg base. But we'll get some units down here. That'll be nice. Get ourselves another Firebat because our other one died like instantly. I guess I could have tried to go in and tank that for my own units. No, keep the Marine alive. All right, let's kill all of this stuff. So this is a mission 1, and it feels like a mission 1. Again, it's pretty straightforward, not incredibly complex. You're getting introduced to the hero, who I assume is going to be revisited quite a bit in the series. So I think it's well done so far. Again, it feels like a first mission. All right, let's... Oh, okay. Oh, hey, they sent reinforcements. That's pretty nice.
Keep it up.
Thanks for the rescue, guys. You came just at the right time. Okay, we can control these, so let's take these back to base. There's probably many more Zerg out in the open. Let's help you out, Officer Reeves. Thank you, Marine. I heard something break. I assume maybe there were rocks blocking that, and now we can get through. So let's tank with Reeves. He's got the most health out of everything we've got. And he's got 1 armor, which isn't bad. We can't build anything, right? So unfortunately, a lot of our friends here died, but ultimately we finished the objective. Not too many of them died. A lot of them died to broodlings, which was really sad, but I mean, I'm not going to use my energy charge on that. That's like an Ultralisk Roar, so I want to be real careful here. We want to stun that if we get a lot of stuff coming up. Again, I'm probably just leading with Reeves for the most part. If an Ultralisk pops out, it's going to be real important that we use the stun on it. Okay, no problem. Let's just heal up. We do have 2 medics, which is pretty good. We got Reeves hotkeyed. Let's continue. And again, with a small group of units, it feels, again, like a good mission 1. This is kind of an... It's not, like, super important, but it is kind of important if you're setting the stage for a long campaign, especially one that's story-based and very involved, is you want your first mission to be unique, but also scaled back a little bit. What the hell is this thing? It looks like some sort of psionic disruption device, but what could it be used for? Halt, who's there? You are interrupting important restricted operations. Care to explain yourself? Excuse me? I have every right to be here. I'm on a mission directed by the Spec Ops Command. Hold on. You're the individual who was supposed to arrive and investigate? Maxwell Reeves, right? Ah, you've heard of me, I see. I deeply apologize for my rude behavior. It's an honor to meet you in person, Sir Reeves. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing out here? I'm Barry Baldwin, and I'm one of the leaders of the CPG, a rebel group with the goal of bringing peace to the people who need it. I was sent here because of the same reason as you, to search for answers regarding to this Zerg problem. They chose me because they believe my goals and years of combat experience could be beneficial for this situation. Interesting. So I don't assume you know anything about this device. Negative. We only just discovered it early today. We've been trying to keep a close watch on it since. I fear it might be some sort of connection to these Zerg. You do? In what way? Just take a look at all these Zerg corpses. You mean to tell me that's a coincidence? This happened recently. The corpses are still warm. I suppose you're right, but does it lead us anywhere? So far, no, but let's keep these things in mind and move on. You know, if you wish to follow along... Sure thing. I'll have my forces stay back and guard the device. Got Big Barry Baldwin following us now. From henceforth, he is now Big Barry Baldwin. CPG frontline commander. He doesn't have as much health. Alright, they're coming up. Let's go ahead. What does he have? Adrenaline rush. I was going to say, where is Maxwell? He's right there. We're fine. We're in good shape. Oh, Maxwell, look out. He's taking a little too much damage here. I really wanted to take a look at what his other ability is before I do anything here. Oh wait, Barry Baldwin, frontline soldier, is a hero unit as well as the leader of a rebel group known as the CPG. Baldwin is equipped with a powerful Gauss rifle to damage enemies from afar with and can also use the Adrenaline Rush ability, which is a temporary speed boost. Uses 30 life but allows him to move and fire 50% faster. So basically Stimpak, but it costs more than Stimpak. But I mean, he is getting kind of more of a benefit in general because he's a hero unit, so. Twice as fast with 20 damage is pretty huge. Alright, let's wait here and get slowly healed up. Psi emitter. I was going to say, Psi emitter, as I say, that probably drew the Zerg here. I don't know why there's so many dead Zerg, though. Interesting. So let's make sure we use Barry Baldwin's abilities. We can lead with him or lead with Maxwell Reeves. They do get sort of smoked. Let's check back here. Nothing. So why are there Psi emitters on this planet? Who is the CPG? I guess I have a question. Why did Maxwell Reeves just sort of accept that this guy is... he said he's a rebel group, which directly implies he's not in line with the current government, who I assume Maxwell Reeves works for. And Max is just like, oh, you know what? You're a rebel group. You're not really a real... like, you're like a semi-militia. But that's fine. No problem. All right, let's go ahead and stun this thing. Because that thing can really actually... Abominations can do a lot of damage very quickly, and you won't even realize it before it's too late. Let's just try to keep some stuff alive while we still can. All right, attack in here. Keep our fire bat alive. We have a random swarm queen. So you mentioned you were part of some rebel group, CPG, right? Is it a big deal?
I'll relay any tactical information I
It's a group I helped develop, Civilian Protection Guardians. We take civilian lives higher than the Authority. The group's founder, General Arrow, was on my team during the Core Hall conflict. We were a great team. We had some of the bravest soldiers that ever fought for freedom. Our obedience to the authorities was eventually trashed when our higher commanders decided to nuke an entire city of innocents just to save our own soldiers of intense bloodshed. We were greatly outmatched.
Good morning, Commander.
To me, that decision was the worst that ever could have been declared. Those civilians didn't deserve to die like that. This is why CPG was created, and we strive for the safety of civilian lives and do whatever it takes to accomplish that goal.
I have far too
much invested in this undertaking to
I see. That's a noble goal indeed.
already.
Which direction do I want to go? What about you? What's it like being a member of Spec Ops? It's Q.
What is your status?
That's classified.
Our sensors are tracking.
Come on, nothing? I just told you about my past.
I can. It's your call. I understand.
And it was a very good story, I gotta say.
You have my gratitude.
Oh, don't be coy, Reeves. I have to say it's kind of challenging to read aloud and also play without losing anything. I don't think I've lost anything. I'm going to go back and check this way, because this down here seems to continue. I want to check up here. This looks like a Zerg base.
See you there.
Pigalus cocoon. I wonder if I can get in here.
Take it easy.
Let's lead with Reeves. Attack. Stun. That does not work how I would have expected it to on buildings, unfortunately. But that's okay. We're pushing our way through here, and it's working out just fine. Is there anything up here? Is it worth our while to come up here? Oh, hey. Hey, thanks, man. Let's get the hell out of here. Get some more units for that. Cool. Oh, that's nice. I like that there's little Easter eggs. Welcome aboard, boys. That's really, really neat how there's little Easter eggs around this map, so it actually encourages you to explore. It's not an optional mission objective, but it's just there's just random units that you can pick up. Maybe there'll be power-ups, things like that. Now that makes me want to go back and see if there's something I missed. Probably could have gone up here unless that's blocked.
Keep it up.
Either way, I like that quite a bit. We probably want to move our medics back, but the fact that we got 3 medics, that we picked up an additional medic to have 3 now is pretty significant.
Keep it up.
Okay. Jorgenton. That's right! I apologize for the framiness. These types of cinematics are very CPU intensive, and I'm recording, which is very CPU intensive, so it may be a bit framey when you have very close-up cinematics like this in these missions. This must be the main town. The remains of it, at least. I just like how the catchphrase of the town is, "That's right." Not a single soul to be seen. Things are looking quite bad. Damn, I sure hope they're safe somewhere, hiding from these Zerg. Nope. Let's pop Stimpack right away. Oh, God. Stimpack right away. Alright, Stimpack right away. There's no hope for these guys. Put them out of their misery. I don't think we're in trouble to, like, lose anything. Let's stun the roaches. No problem. I mean, that's also a nuke. It does a lot of damage to those roaches up front, too, so it's not just a stun. Very, very good, very versatile ability. Cool. I like how we just picked up a random Reaper. That's going to help against Zerglings, too. Even though we can one-shot them with fucking Maxwell. Okay, let's use Stimpack. Shouldn't have a problem, as long as our Reaper doesn't get too far ahead, because otherwise it's going to take a little too much damage.
Good morning, Commander.
We've explored most of this map. We should be in good shape. We're leading with our heroes. Anytime you have a hero like with this, with any sort of sustain with medics, you should pretty easily be able to tank with them, because again, you have the sustain with the medics. There's 2 ramps here. This must be where we have to go. Look at that. Backup has arrived. It's a pleasure to see some survivors at last. Barry Baldwin and Officer Max Reeves speaking. We've heard about you. It's an honor. How are you holding up, men? Damn bad, I'll tell you. The Zerg assaulted most of our towns in the region, and we've been doing our best to secure everyone's safety. Eventually, we're forced to fall back and fortify this position. Even here, we're pretty bad shape, though. For the past few hours, the Zerg continuously been pushing us hard. Really? That's interesting. I was informed that the Zerg inactivity was worrying the settlers. That's the main reason why they chose us to investigate. That is correct. Apart from minor attacks, the Zerg have remained relatively still since their arrival. Only this location has been under heavy pressure. We think that they may perhaps be wanting something. Something which I think we're digging into right now. Something you're digging into? What have you found? Let me go ahead and show you. These rocks were discovered earlier as we were fortifying this position. Readings indicate a strong power signal on the other side. What could be located down there? Whatever it is, the Zerg must be highly interested in it. You do realize what that means, right? We have to get down there. The answers we seek may possibly be might be waiting beneath. What the hell is going on now? They're preparing more attacks, it seems. This is not good. That's it. You gotta tell your men to work faster on those rocks, soldier. They're doing their best already, I'm afraid. We'll just have to defend our base as well as we can until the rocks have been destroyed. Then let us help out. We've got to make it through that entrance. Understood, Sir Baldwin. I'll inform the troops. Hey, assholes, hurry up! That's what he should have shouted. Do we have a holdout section here? Where we're destroying rocks? Those rocks look pretty dense. This will probably take a while. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Let's not waste time then and get working. All right, well, let's load on up. Load on up. Load on up. Interesting. Okay, so the rocks are invulnerable. This is it's basically a time section, I think. So these guys, let's see. The group of Calus settlers will focus on attacking the rocks. You must build a strong defense so you can protect the base from the Zerg until they have been destroyed. My money's on another psi emitter being down there, and that's going to confirm what we found earlier in the mission. What I like about these type of holdouts is you start out with limited units, and you have to work with what you're given. So like we have like a Reaper in one of these bunkers, and like that kind of stuff. It's very different. What I'm actually going to do is probably load up Marines in these bunkers instead, and then we can move around with the Reapers. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we got some tanks. We can't build more tanks, though. That's interesting. Let's make more SCVs and start mining gas, because we only have one geyser, and we want to make maybe some Goliaths. Meanwhile, looks like we can make all sorts of bio units. Let's get a tech lab and a tech lab. That's fine. Maybe do, like, Marine Marauder. Firebat's helpful, but not that helpful. I think also what would be really good is getting an engineering bay. No perdition turrets. I think an engineering bay so we can get turrets, and maybe if we can get building armor, that would be great. It's interesting, this tank, it's technically shooting these rocks. You can see the animation of a tank hitting something on the rocks, but it's pointing another direction. Okay, so let's just make more and more, and let's just kind of have a mobile force. What I might want to do is make mostly Reapers and have it be a mobile force that can go back and forth between both entrances. This is probably going to be, I can imagine this is going to take at least 10 minutes. Okay, looks like they're attacking up here. So I think it's imperative that we keep these tanks alive. We want to definitely keep these tanks alive because we can't rebuild them. So meanwhile, let's just make some more Marines. We got some medics, and I think we got the leftover units that we came into the base with. I also would like to get another bunker over here.
Not enough minerals.
Soon. Alright, get in there. Maybe we'll put a fire bat in this one. I think one fire bat, if you have a cluster of bunkers, you want one fire bat in one of them, whichever one is the closest to have melee units attacking it. That's just my opinion. I feel like it pays off pretty significantly. I'm trying to use my money as frequently as I get it. And I want to get pretty well saturated. I mean, actually, this is going faster than I originally expected. That's not bad. So fire bat and Marines, you're going in this bunker once it's done. Let's go ahead and get an engineering bay and just keep queuing up SCVs. Hop in there. What I'll probably want to do is get a supply depot just to take surface area off my bunkers. I'm going to do that on the other side too. Also, I'm close to getting supply blocked. So like I said, we want to, excuse me, move our mobile force back and forth. We do have our heroes. I don't want to forget that. We have good abilities on those heroes too, so. Interesting, I would say, if I could describe this map, it would be probably humble beginnings, which is the perfect way I would want to describe a mission 1. Because for a campaign, again, that's gotten so much acclaim so far, is an interesting and intriguing beginning. Like, I want to learn more about the plot again. It seems like a very subtle plot so far. Nothing is like been extremely. Nothing is like taken off to the point where, oh, you know, everything's crazy. Like, we're here to investigate why the Zerg are here, and it seems pretty straightforward that it's most likely going to be a psi emitter. But
Sensors are tracking. I'll relay
for the most part, I mean, I'm still intrigued, and I can see how this opens up. I do want to point out that this is a multi-race campaign. We are not just playing as Terran all the time. And we actually, we trade off on which race we're playing at different times. I do want to leave some SCVs at each entrance to constantly repair. So let's leave these here. Let's take 2 SCVs over here and repair. I'm going to load this bunker back up with my Firebat Marine combo. And again, we want to keep these tanks alive as long as possible. All right, so let's build some Reapers, like I said, kind of make a mobile force that can hop back and forth. We got some medics to heal them up. Banelings going to be quite, or maybe quite frustrating. We might want to station... Reapers have decent range, so we might want to station Reapers just on hold position behind. Marauders also have pretty good range, so we probably want to station some of those behind our bunkers. Let's get some more... Get some more supply depots, because these may end up dying. We got to be a little careful. So this isn't terribly challenging, and I mean, there is selectable difficulties, so I'm not on the hardest difficulty, so I'm not sure what I expected. Maybe I'll bump it up to brutal. I'll see what people tell me, but odds are I'm going to stick to hard. Again, I feel like the second to hardest, especially in the casual, normal, hard, brutal setup, is usually pretty good. No building upgrades, unfortunately. Let's just get the upgrades that we can get. What else can we make? Looks like another factory. Let's get some turrets just sort of around. I'm going to expect mutalisks all over the damn place. So let's just set these up just everywhere. Okay, coming over here, repair this bunker. It's on fire, no problem. Again, got to keep these tanks alive. I haven't had to move my units around. Let's put Barry over here and put Maxwell Reeves over in the other location, so he's F3. I gotta reset my hotkeys. Something got messed up. All right, get up there, Barry. Let's go ahead and stun those roaches. Oh my word, do you see how much damage that did? That was crazy. Okay, repair them up. We're getting some turrets set up, and let's just get Marines, honestly, I think, because if they're coming at us with air units, we want to be versatile, and Marines are very, very versatile at Tier 1. Marauders would be incredibly helpful because they have a longer range, but at the same time, we got to make sure... Oh, a Nidus Worm. But we got to make sure that we... Let's get out there and kill this. I forget what I was saying. We have to make sure we can destroy air units if necessary. All right, let's move in towards this. So it does spew units, but not at such a remarkable rate that it's like impossible to kill this thing. Very, very cool. I like that. I like that it forces us to have to leave the base. We can also use our hero abilities to make sure that we can kill those quicker. Let's go ahead and hotkey my main group. And pretty large attack coming in. Those banelings blowing up are going to just slowly whittle away my buildings. Let's keep making more and more SCVs so we can pull them off. We're about halfway done, and the attacks are getting larger. I could make more bunkers. In fact, I think I will make just another bunker. Why not? I mean, clumping up bunkers, though, it's going to lead to banelings just running in and destroying multiple things instead of just one thing at once. They're holding minerals. Let's get you back to mining. And let's get more supply depots. We got pretty good income, though. I can see us probably running out by the time the rocks are down. We're halfway done. I'll throw down a quick save. There are no checkpoints in these custom campaigns, keep in mind. It's tempting to put my heroes in bunkers, but I feel like that's just going to put them in a situation where they're going to end up dying. All right, let's get in there. Repair this one. Okay, honestly, it's just going to be pathing, like getting my units in and out to help against these attacks is going to be challenging. Let's put a Marauder in one of these. Feeling pretty comfortable. Looks like +2 is not an option. I don't know what I expected. Okay. Oh, fungal growth. Yikes. Oh, and it's the good fungal growth that just instantly kills you even if you're being healed. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, we can rebuild quickly at least. Let's go ahead and just start making a bunch of Marines. And Marines. Stop attack. Why are you attacking my barracks? Looks like another Nidus Worm. Let's get out there. This one's right outside our base, luckily. Alright, our Reapers almost got smoked there. Again, I mean, this is only hard mode, and it's mission 1 as well, so the challenge is, it feels good. They're approaching with so many. So aggressive. What the hell happened? Again, I'm calling that there's a psi emitter down there. I know what you mean. This sudden activity worries me. Pull some of these off to repair. We need a lot in each area to repair. And let's keep making Marauders and Marines. Firebat's not a bad option because they'll get in the front and take baneling hits. They can be kind of sacrificial. In fact, let's get a couple. Firebats, Firebats. I love Firebats. I don't know why. I really like them as units. Self-repair suit. Barry has a specialized combat suit continuously. Oh, so he has a passive heal. That's pretty cool to know. Move out. We got another Nidus Worm. Looks like it's kind of in the same location. The Nidus Worm also spews banelings. And it looks like the Nidus Worms, like what the Nidus Worms spew, their waves that they spit out, it gets continually larger, which is interesting. Looks like we've got a decent amount of Goliaths now, which is cool. I can see that building those missile turrets was not in vain. It's time to just leave these units out here, but I'd rather... I mean, that kind of takes the fun out of it. I know I could get away with it, but I don't want to do that. This tank is facing the complete wrong direction to hit these rocks. We're close. We're getting much, much closer. We're almost 75% of the way through. Almost. Okay, and we've got our 1-1. We got more Goliaths coming. Let's get some more supply. And maybe I should have gone with Brutal. This section is kind of lengthy, and I think if the Nidus Worms weren't a thing, this would get almost boring. At the same time, you could say I should be playing on a higher difficulty, and I don't have... I mean, I'm not. I could be playing on Brutal, but I'm not, so go ahead and heal this guy up. I would love to get actually more medics. Just a couple more medics. Yeah, we're just smoking stuff here, and we've kept these tanks alive. I can see how maybe the tanks may have gone down early, and then we'd be in much more trouble, but we have so much supply in our army right now that we should be just fine. Okay, we've got a lot of repairing SCVs. We're pretty much fully saturated. We've got a nice fat army here that's got to be... It's like at least like a 100 unit worth of supply here. So even if the Zerg managed to break through one side, I feel pretty comfortable. And if I notice that a very large Zerg attack seems to be coming at me, I'll just quick save so that I can always try again. So yeah, what I was pointing out is Barry, Big Barry, he's got a passive heal. Let's get out there and get rid of that Nidus Canal quickly. Alright, folks, let's get down there. Yeah, see that Firebat. The thing is, the Firebats get far enough ahead of your army that even if they do die to a baneling hit, it's better to lose just the Firebat than, like, literally everything. There we go. One more. Oh, that baneling hit. Oh, that baneling hit. It's very hard to, it's like micro-kill banelings like that when they're literally spawning in front of your face. Alright, SCV. SCVs. I mean, they can heal my Goliaths and such. Okay, we got another wave over here. Let's get over here. Make sure those Zerglings don't get on top of our tanks. I really think that these turrets have paid off. Definitely. And I think the big key, too, is keeping SCVs around your bunkers to repair them. On Brutal, your SCVs and your medics do get focused down heavily, though. Just healing in general, anything that repairs or heals, anything that is a sustain ability, generates way more aggression with AI than normal things that are attacking. It looks like we've pretty much done it. I'm getting a bad feeling. Something big. What the hell? This can't be. Shit. What the fuck is that? Which direction is it coming from? Just what the hell is that thing? Terran Monstrosity. Powerful Zerg mutation. The Terran Monstrosity is a mutation created by assimilating and combining lots of infested Terrans together into one enormous monster. The Terran Monstrosity infests all units hit by its attack, spawning several broodlings on death, and has a powerful single-target nuke to quickly deal damage to a specific army. Approach with extreme caution. Holy shit, so if it hits something, you become infested? We've got to take it down. We can't allow this monster to roam the area freely. Stick it to it, boys. Alright, let's get in there. Use your heal, or not your heal, your stim pack. Can we stun it? He's trying to get up. Oh, he's way over here. We're going to burn this thing down. Hit it with a stun. It does not get stunned, but I assume we did the damage to it. Alright, we killed it. I'm curious to know if we're going to see more of those as just standard enemies in the future. It seemed like it had a lot of different abilities, too. We had so many units, though, we didn't really get to see too much of what it did, but it seemed pretty cool looking, and by the sound of it, it had some good abilities. I wonder if in a future mission we can actually control it. Alright, we have large groups coming. Let's split our armies. Get over there. You guys come over here. Never mind, actually. It seems like we're fine. All right, yeah, I built up more than enough, I think, to sustain myself in the death throes of this mission. Now, I want to point out, it's very important. I don't want people to think I went into this with elevated expectations. I went in thinking that I would like this, and I don't want that to affect my opinion. If I see something that I don't particularly like, I will point it out. Don't think that I'm just going to be praising this campaign nonstop. If I say something good, it's because I genuinely think so. Great, the rocks have been disposed of. Now let's see what the Zerg were so fired up for. Finally, it's time to descend. Our best bet would be to send only a small crew down there. Defenses need to stay on the surface to prevent further Zerg attacks. Good thinking, Baldwin. Let's assemble everyone and decide. Better be quick about it, though. Cool. Alright, Mission 1. I assume Mission 2 we're going to be going into the cave, and I do like my cave tile sets. So the one thing about this mission that I guess the story, rather, is like the character interaction between Reeves and Barry. I guess I don't understand why Reeves was so welcoming of Barry. Barry seemed to know who Reeves was. He knew an investigator was coming. I guess I should be viewing Barry as more of like local militia. Because I was thinking, like, why not just make him the local battalion leader, but instead he's saying he's part of a rebel group. So I suppose we can just consider that he's part of like a militia that means well. He's not rebelling against the government per se. He's just not part of the main army because... or the local defense force, rather, because, you know, he prizes civilian lives over anything else, which is great. It's morally justifiable and fantastic, so we can get behind Barry. So I see that these two are going to be our two Terran protagonists, and again, this is not just a Terran campaign. It's going to cycle through different races as far as I know, so I really look forward to that. Alrighty, well, this has been Jayborino. I feel like this mission really encompassed exactly what I would like from a Mission 1. A lot of low-level units, a lot of basic concepts. You're really just showing off the introduction to this campaign. I feel like we're just scratching the surface, and that's the impression that came across with Mission 1, which is a good thing. All right, well, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.